Yo, what is going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another 2K video after yesterday's absolute calamity in the final game of My Team Unlimited. We are back on it today. If you didn't see the video, I was 11-0, one game away from not only the Dr. J, but also from the, where are we? We're down here. Also from the Galaxy Opal Isaiah Thomas. So it was a really important game, and 2K really did screw us over. So this is a team that I use. This is a team I've used throughout the entire year. This isn't a team I just use to get, you know, some people are saying it's to get easier players. That is not the case. I've used this team pretty much the entire year, and it's because I genuinely love these players. The Sapphire, Tracy McGrady, I've played so many more than 11 games with him. On his Emerald as well, I've played a lot of games, but these percentages are ridiculous. Like, I don't want to use other players. I want to be able to use these cards and get, you know, fair matchups. I don't want to be coming up against full pink diamond and diamond teams, but that is what has been happening. So I have been at it today back on the My Team Unlimited. I got myself to 9-0, and I will probably pick that up tomorrow because of these finals that are starting in a couple of hours. I really don't want to be playing My Team Unlimited while they are going on, just in case there is any sort of glitch with the servers. I don't want to risk anything, so I'll probably leave it at 9-0 for today, and then if I get it tomorrow, I will of course get the final gameplay up. And yeah, if I don't win, then I'll probably get that gameplay up as well, because I'll be a little bit annoyed like I was in yesterday's video. But this matchmaking is really becoming a big problem. I shouldn't be penalised just because I want to use these players. They are so much fun. This Steph Curry I've used for 110 games now. Like, that is ridiculous. He shoots 60% from deep. Like, I don't want to use a pink diamond when I can use this guy doing it. And the thing is with these players, you don't expect too much of them. So, got like the gold Terrence Ross down here. I don't expect him to do crazy things. So I don't force any shots with him. I work for good shots with all of the players, because I know if I force shots, they're not going to go in because they're not, you know, like pink diamond level. But of course, people have found ways to exploit it. So this is my best team. Of course, I could use this, but I don't really want to. You know, like, none of these players are really incredible to me. Hakeem is amazing. Magic is amazing. But everyone else is kind of meh. Like, Michael Finley's been amazing since the first month. 91 games with him. Grant Hill is okay, nothing special. Same as Paul Pierce. These three are my triple threat online lineup. But even in that, they're not incredible. So, similar situation on My Team Unlimited. They're not that good. Larry Johnson, he's okay. He's not been that good. Of course, have played more than 3 games, but rage quits do not count towards stats. Tim Duncan, quite slow. Not a great release. Not a good 3-ball either. Maurice Lucas is a bit meh. So, like, no one here really stands out to me that is really impressive. But let's just do what everybody does, and let's just show you guys how people are glitching this game. So let's just put in our best team that we would run with. So it looks something like that. So now we're going to go put in all bronzes on not only the bench but in the reserves as well. Of course, I use 3 bronzes in my reserves, but that is because I don't need 13 players. I run starting 5 and then a bench 5, and I don't need anybody else. So there's no point in having high rated players there just for the sake of it. So this is what people do though. So because 2K, or the way 2K works this year, stamina is not a problem. You can run a same starting 5 throughout the entire game, and you won't get penalised at all for it. Like, you might get the Gatorade symbols, but even if you do, it will not affect your players in pretty much any way. It doesn't seem like it does anything. And the fact that you get timeouts, of course, if you use all them, you can pretty much keep your starters at decent stamina throughout the entire game. And of course, with these pink diamonds, their stamina levels are ridiculous. So stamina at 98, and it's pretty much the same throughout all of them. But the fact that 2K don't have any detrimental effects to using the same starting 5 throughout the entire game, this is what people do. So they will have just these starting 5 of players that they're going to use for the entire game. You have everyone else on bronze, and as you can see there, the overall comes out at a 98. So you might be thinking, well, that's not really cheating the system at all. Well, we're not done yet. So we move all of the minutes down for the starters, even though, of course, these are the guys that are going to be playing the entire game. No one else is going to see the floor if you've got auto subs turned off. No one else is going to touch the floor for you, so it doesn't matter about that. We're going to give all the minutes to the worst players down here. So Isaac Bonga, of course, the lowest rated player at 63. And let's give him more. Let's take all of these off here. 67 rated, give him up to here. And there we go. We've got now to a 63 rated squad with 5 pink diamonds that you would only use these players. So that is ridiculous, but I have to say I don't think that the actual overall number there affects matchmaking. Maybe not too much. I think it is about your overalls combined, and then they sort of do it by a mean or median situation. So they'd add up the overalls of every single player in your squad, bench and reserves, and then sort of do some like multiplier or something, and then get out a number from that, and then try and match you with someone similar. So doing this, of course, it does massively bring down your actual overall, and it is just so cheesy. I've seen so many people do so many different things. I've seen people have a starting 5 of bronzes, have these pink diamonds off the bench, so when you match up against them in Unlimited, you see 5 bronzes on the starting 5, but of course you know that they are going to have pink diamonds coming off the bench, which of course is massively suck. When you're trying to get these rewards, like, it's so unrewarding if you don't get the 12 and 0. The rewards themselves are so bad. I was watching one of my 2K19 videos the other day, and for the 3rd prestige in that, which we can equivalent to being 12 and 0, you would get 20,000 MT, a pack, and another reward as well, which I can't remember, but 20k MT as a standard would be very nice indeed, but instead we get 3,000, which is just like such a joke. Like, what is even the point? You get 15 tokens, which again is very poor. Like, if you had nothing else, if you didn't do any other game modes or anything, you'd have to go 12 and 0 10 times to get 1 pink diamond, because of course they cost 150 tokens. So that is ridiculous. You'd have to go 120 and 0 to get 1 pink diamond. Like, how is that a good reward system? I have no idea. And of course you do get 1 pack, which is, you know, like 1 pack, what is that, like 10,000 VCs worth of a pack? Like, it's just so poor. If you don't get the 12 and 0, it really is pointless. So that really does suck, which is why I was a little bit annoyed yesterday that we didn't manage to get it. But I'm glad I've grinded it out this morning, got myself right back up to kind of where we were. 3 of the games I've had out of the 9 have been against full pink diamond teams, people doing this bronze bench and bronze reserve thing, so that really does suck, but we managed to beat them, which is so satisfying, especially with a team that is so low rated, and it is so fun. That's why I use it. I know these players inside and out, I know what they can do, I know their stats, I know their releases, and I know that I can rely on them in clutch situations. Like this Brook Lopez, pick and fades with him are ridiculous. You can see there is shooting crazy good from 3-point range, as you would expect. Like I mentioned, the Steph is unbelievable. Isaiah Ryder, another one of my favourite cards. He's shooting 50% from 3 for an emerald. Pretty good indeed. I have to say, for this run, I have actually switched up my coach. So we did have Amethyst Dwayne Casey since like the beginning of the year, basically. But we have gone to Amethyst Mike D'Antoni. Does give everybody speed and open shot 3 if they're good enough with the system. Of course, Manute Bowl, very poor with the system, as is Brook Lopez. But they still get +4 to speed, which doesn't really make a difference because they are so slow. But everyone else gets some very nice boosts. So in these last 3 games, I'm really hoping that I just get matched up against normal teams. I'm happy to play against people who've got amethysts, who've got rubies. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'm not doing this just to play against people with like gold teams. If I come up against a full amethyst squad, I would be fine with that for matchmaking. It's when I come up against the full pink diamond teams because people are abusing the system, that is when it does get very annoying. Because as good as these cards are, when they're coming up against like pink diamond magic, because they use Pink Diamond Magic the entire game, when I sub out T-Mac and Steph comes into the game, he gets absolutely abused on defense. So I really have to keep my T-Mac in for the majority of the game and kind of run Isaiah Ryder at the point guard as well. If I take T-Mac out, put Jason Richardson at the 2. But it is very frustrating. So fingers crossed I do get 3 semi-easy games. As long as I can win them all, I'll be very happy. And then the next week of videos are going to be so exciting. So I will have the final gameplay from my, well, whatever the 12th game outcome is. If I get there, I might lose one of the next 2 games, who knows. I will have that as a video. Then we'll have the unpacking of Dr. J. We'll have a look at his stats and we'll badge him out, and then we'll do the same with the Galaxy Opal Isaiah, and then of course we will get gameplay with each of them individually and then with them together, because that Galaxy Opal Isaiah, I've seen some pretty disgusting gameplay of him so far. He looks so good, of course. 17 Hall of Fame badges, the same as the Chris Paul, I was told, which I didn't know, but it is the same as the CP3, wherever CP3 is. Where is Chris Paul? There he is. He's got the same amount of badges as the Galaxy Opal Isaiah. But of course, you don't have to pay anything for this Isaiah. You just have to go through a lot of stress and win a lot of games. So, yeah, I really do hope 2K address this situation. They need to make it so it's a tiered system. So, if you have pink diamonds, you match up against a team with pink diamonds. If I have rubies, you get matched up against a team with rubies. And maybe have it so it's one level either way. So with my team, I've got golds to sapphires, so I can match up against anyone with golds or up to rubies. Like, I wouldn't mind that at all. But it's when pink diamonds come into the equation, they just stick to other pink diamond and diamond teams. So yeah, fingers crossed, wish me luck for tomorrow, guys. I really hope I can bring the gameplay that I want to. And yeah, those last 3 games, we'll play them tomorrow and we'll see what we can do. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.